I'm ready to use it. Spend my time making recipes. Spend my time making spending my time. Yeah, yeah. It's so hot, but I just turned this off, so it should be better now.
There it is.
Okay.
See my pot. Is my pot still warm?
Yes, ma'am.
This is a lot of ways people come in.
Okay, no problem. We'll give people a couple of minutes to share, because sharing is caring. Good to have y'all here. I didn't know you was gonna show up today. Good to see you. Yeah, you. You're like, how you know me? Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Don't worry about it. It's good to have you here. Hope you guys are having a great day today. We are going to be doing one of our recipes from our cookbook, Cooking with Greens Family Recipes Volume 1. Our pineapple chicken teriyaki bowls. You can do 1,000 variations of this. This is going to be our variation tonight. All right. Good to have y'all here. Good to see you all. Hope you had a great day. It's Monday here. If you're not watching this live, we had a rainy day. We had a 91-degree day yesterday, and now it was down to what, in the 60s, right, babe?
Mm-hmm.
And supposed to be down even further tomorrow, but we'll take it. So good to have y'all here. Let's take a few minutes to tap that screen if you are on TikTok, and then make sure you are sharing on all platforms. So good to have you guys here. If you want to follow along, this is on page in our cookbook. So you can kind of get the cookbook, open it, and it's right in this section right here, right? So we're gonna follow along and do that pretty close to it. The only thing that we wanted to add to this that we didn't happen to have in the house, we didn't realize we ran out of our own teriyaki blend. So tomorrow we will rectify that. Or when we get back to the shop, we'll rectify it. So super simple. Let's get started. We're gonna go ahead and do our theme song. We're gonna do our cleansing breath, and then our thought for the day. Let's go. Good to have you all here. I apologize. I tried to give you guys plenty of notice of what we're doing today, and I posted on my personal page. So if you did not see the post until just now, it's because I just realized, thanks to Latisse, who didn't see it, that I posted on the wrong page. It happens sometimes. It's all right. We're going to live beyond today. So we're going to go ahead and do our cleansing breath, guys. If you're stressed, this is the time where you can let it go. We give you permission to let it go. We give you permission to tell yourself you can let it go. We just do a simple exercise. It's not complicated. It just amounts to us counting to 3, inhaling some cleansing breath, holding it for a second, and then just releasing. And then when we release, we just kind of remind ourselves by repetition that we can let it go. We can let it go. We don't have to hold it all day. You don't even have to hold it for a minute if you don't want to, all right? So let's do that on the count of 3. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Let's inhale through the nose. Hold for a second and let that air out and let that thing go too at the same time. Just drop it. It's not helping you to hold it, all right? Shake it off. Feel a little lighter. Let's see what the word for the day is. Pretty common sense, but maybe you need to hear it. So the word for the day on Bishop Whirlpool's sermon board is never take criticism from someone you would never take advice from. Let me say that again. Never take criticism from someone you wouldn't even take advice from them. I don't feel like I got to even say nothing about that. If you're like, man, they can't tell me nothing about, but but you let them hurt you like by what they say negative. Never take criticism from someone you ain't even taking advice from that kind of person. Don't let it hit you where it does not need to hit you. All right. If you feel that one in your spirit, say amen. 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 Let's get into this meal again on our beautiful cookbook. Because we're doing a recipe from our cookbook, we're going to put our cookbook on sale. So I'm going to need a couple of dings, baby. Watch during the live where people are ordering the cookbook. The cookbook is normally $45. We're going to let it go tonight for $20. We will be autographing each one for you. So if you want to put in your notes section when you order it, sign to Sarah Jane. We're going to write that. All right, happy birthday, Stevie boy.
Thank you, Renee, for 50 stars.
I appreciate the stars. So we're going to let that go for $20 during this live, actually up to midnight, all right? In addition, we're using our pots. So we're going to let our whole set of pots be $40 off. That's right. So you can get them in cream or green. They're a 9-piece set. They're normally $225 in store. I think we have them marked down to $209 on the website right now. So you'll get an additional $40 off of that. So you get the whole stainless steel set for $169. But let me digress. We're going to go into this meal.
But the pots are limited.
They're very limited, like everything that we have. We are a small business. We don't have thousands and thousands and thousands of things because we're not millionaires. You guys probably follow millionaires who buy thousands and thousands of things and they can just keep some. We have a few. We have a few of everything. And as the world continues to turn, who knows what's going to happen because everything is going to cost more. We're just going to roll with it and adjust. All right. So let's go ahead and start our rice. This is pretty simple. If you like to follow along, I can read to you really quick the ingredients. 1 can of pineapple pieces chopped. 1 cup of pineapple juice, 1 cup of rice of your choice, a long grain white rice, chili flakes, unsalted butter, garlic, chicken stock, low sodium soy sauce, honey, rice vinegar, ground ginger, some flour, some of our cooking with greens, no salt go-to blend, which has onion, garlic, celery, turmeric, paprika, black pepper in there. Some chicken thighs. We used about half because it's just me and Anita. Or Anita and I, as I should say. Some pink Himalayan sea salt from Cooking with Greens, olive oil, and chopped green onion, and then some sesame seeds. We're going to add to that some revisions. So the one revision we wanted was our teriyaki blend, which we do not have in there, but we're going to add a little broccoli florets, and we're going to add a little strips of carrots, just to kind of balance. We had a nice ripe,
Pineapple.
I wanted to say cucumber so bad. Nice ripe. My mouth was like, nice ripe pineapple. Anita was so nice to chop up for me and clean up. So we're going to use some of that. And let's go on right into this recipe. Let me put my book aside. I feel like I want y'all to still see it over here. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
If I turn it.
It's all right. It's all right. It's right. It's not that important. So we're going to be using our pans here. We're going to start to make the rice. Simple. Few ingredients we're going to use for this rice. We are going to put our pineapples in there with any reserve juice that we happen to have in there. And we have some really good reserve juice because that was the juice of pineapple. We're going to add some pineapple juice. Cup. Maybe a little less of pineapple juice. And pineapple, if you guys do not eat pineapple, it's really good for you, especially if you have joint issues, if you have gout, it helps a lot. Pineapple is the only, I'm sorry, I meant to put that in. Pineapple is the only fruit that actually has an enzyme, bromelain, that will break down uric acid. So if you're having like gout or joint issues, it helps to break those crystals down so you don't have to always be using medication, okay? So pineapple's really good to do. Add it to your repertoire of foods that you have. We're gonna add a little fat by adding some butter, about a tablespoon. That's probably like more like 3/4 of a tablespoon, but we're gonna add that in there. We are going to add just a shake of crushed red pepper flakes. Why? Because we want a little heat with our sweet. Just like in real life. Sometimes you need a little heat with your sweet. And then a little pink Himalayan sea salt.
Leticia always also helps with mucus.
There you go. Leticia always has the extra.
She does. She
info.
knows.
She knows her stuff. All right, let's put this out of the way because I don't want to think I didn't use it yet. And we're going to add some chicken broth. Probably about a cup to a cup and a half. I've got about a cup and a half here. I'm going to add that in there. Boom. And I want to bring that to a boil. So I'm going to turn that on. And let it come to a boil. Once that comes to a boil, I'm going to throw in about a cup of your favorite long grain white rice. This is basmati rice. I kind of tend to like the nuttiness of that. And we're going to cook that, and that's going to be our rice for this bowl. You have a question?
No, I was looking for it because I was going to let them know we use a low glycemic one.
Yeah. You got it. I put it away. I put it away, taking stuff out of here. This is the usual brand that we use. It's called Lakshmi, and it's a lower, we don't really do a lot of brands here, but whatever. It's a lower glycemic basmati rice. Shout out to Lakshmi. Y'all, we are available for some sponsorship. So I just want to get this to a little simmer here, and then I'm going to throw my rice in. As soon as that comes to a little boil, rice. So I'm going to start cutting up my, I already rinsed off my veggies, so I'm going to cut up a little of these florets, and we're going to get that in the wok. Once that comes to a boil and I add the rice, I'm going to turn it low and bring it back here to the stove so I can use that, all right? So I'm going to get this and this. And we're going to get some of these florets off. So how many on the live already have the cookbook? If you do, say, I got it. Type in here, I got it.
Hey, everybody. Welcome.
If you're not typing in, I got it, take advantage, okay? Go ahead, babe.
Please hit that share button. Don't forget the like button. We try to come on every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so look for us. Sorry the notifications are not coming through anymore, but it is not us, it is Facebook.
Just cutting off the florets.
Assistant Master, they got it. Precious PJ has it. K Wise has it.
Hopefully we signed it for you too. We try to get most of them autographed, especially people that come in the shop when they buy them, I autograph them all. Unless they're like, I don't want you writing in my book. That can happen. It's a normal thing if they say that. So we got it coming to about a low
Catherine
simmer.
got it.
Catherine got it. Thank you, Catherine. Thank you for supporting. It means a lot to know that you guys are.
Uh-oh.
I don't know what happened. I heard something and I was like, what? What happened?
Where that ghost come from?
So, it smells good already, actually. Just like that, it ain't nothing. So we're going to give it a little, let it come to a little higher boil. And I'm going to go ahead and put my rice in there. And then I'm going to turn this all the way down, bring it over here. Let it finish off on the gas stove. So boom. Got it up high. We're going to add the rice in. Give it a little mix. Let it come to boil again. And then we're going to put the top on. Throw it back there. There we go. Nice hot liquid there. Bringing it down here. All right. So we're getting our wok on. This is also one of our products you can buy on our website, cookingwithgrainsfamily.com. It is a non-stick stainless steel, scratch-proof, peel-proof wok. We're going to get a little bit of avocado oil on here.
And in English, that's avocado.
Yep, just a little. Just because we it's got a nice little higher burn point. It's a little better for your fatty acids also. Got a little heat in here. We're gonna throw our brock in there. I'm gonna do them separate.
Somebody said I cook everything in my wok. I love it.
Yeah, the wok is like my favorite all-purpose pan now. Like it literally has a little flat bottom, which is approximately like an 8-inch smaller pan, and you could cook like an egg or something like that in there, and then you can still use it for your stir fry, things like what we're doing here, and you can do deep fry in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. A little bit more oil in here. Just trying to get a little bit of char on some of these pieces, and then we're going to throw this in the sauce at the end. Just don't want it super raw, you know? Get a little smoke off that pan. I think it's mostly coming off the bottom, really. Feels like it's doing like this.
Yeah.
The bottom of the pan wasn't clean. Probably was oily. So I got a little bit of color, little color on there. I'm going to take this out. Before we smoke the whole place up. And get that out. There we go. A little slightly charred. I'm going to throw a little bit more oil in here. And I'm just going to give that carrot the same treatment. Just for a little, you know, different nutrients, different...
Don't you want to save that?
Sorry, baby.
You want to save the bowl to put that back in there?
I want to do what thing? Oh, yeah, I could have, yeah. I'll pick it back up and do it. Good idea, baby. You're smart. Get right back up. Picked up.
And that utensil, we sell that too.
We do. We have a whole set of acacia wood utensils. We've been using these for over a year. They get a little wear on them, which is natural for wood. You can just oil those. Make sure when you use your wood utensils and then also your wood cutting boards that occasionally you put some I want to say antiseptic, what do I say?
Bacterial.
Antibacterial spray on there, clean them off because those pores like to start to carry germs. And then give them a little oil. That's it. Don't want anything more than that. And we're going to add this because these are just going to go in the bowl for some color. And some vegetables and some nutrients, of course. Cool. All right. So, got just 2 chicken thighs, probably a quarter to a pound of meat, not a lot. And we're going to make our little sauce. Sauce is pretty simple. We're going to add some garlic to the bowl. Okay? Boom. We're going to add a little ground ginger to the bowl. Get out of here, ground ginger. A little of that.
All the measurements are in the cookbook, guys.
They are. So if you're following along, you can tell. We're going to add some of our no salt go-to blend. This is our own blend. Again, I gave you the ingredients in there. Onion, garlic, celery, turmeric, black pepper. We're going to be adding some flour. Yep, some flour in this. That's about 3 tablespoons of flour. We're going to add to that some rice wine vinegar. Or rice vinegar, I should say. Give it a little mix. But we're not done. We're going to add in some low sodium soy sauce, a quarter cup. And then last but not least, some local honey, about a quarter cup of that. And it comes out easy because what did I do? I put a little oil inside.
And try to get local honey when you can, guys. It helps your system.
It helps your system. It helps you if you have allergies, asthma, a lot of things like that. And it's a really great natural sweetener if you're trying to wean yourself off of processed sugars. Really good to use. All right, let's give it a little mix here. And this is going to be our sauce. But not only is it going to be our sauce, it's going to be our marinade. We're going to stick the chicken in here for a few seconds, a few minutes. And this is enough marinade for at least 1.5 pounds. At least 1.5 pounds of chicken. Again, if you're not doing a cooking show and you want to do this ahead of time, you can do this ahead of time. Hour, 2 hours, whatever you feel. So I'm just going to let that sit here for a sec. While we got everything out of the way, let me rinse this off here. So while you guys were waiting on us to come on live, I had some extra pieces of chicken. And
Mama Green said,
yep, we roasted those. So it took about 45, 50 minutes. Literally, this is what I actually use for those. So we happen to get a big pack of chicken quarters with the leg and the thigh. And I just cut the legs off and I debone the chicken thigh. Super simple to do, super cheap to do. When you buy your stuff already boneless, skinless, you pay a whole lot extra for that. So a lot of times if you learn how to debone, deskin, and break down a whole chicken or a turkey or whatever it is that you want, you'll get it a lot cheaper. I think this pack was like $4 for about 4 or 5 pieces of chicken, 4, I guess. So, you know, you can save yourself a little money. So what I did was I just patted it dry, a little oil. I used a little of our Creole blend, our Italian blend, and our no salt go-to blend. And that's on both sides. 425 degree oven. Did it for about 40-45 minutes till internal was 165. Turned up my broiler, threw it under there just to get a little more color. And then also I want crispy skin. So that's why I did that. All right. So that's gonna be probably our dinner tomorrow and Mom's dinner tonight. She's probably gonna eat that tonight. So just letting you know what's going on. We're multitasking over here. All righty. All right, so we're gonna get a little bit of temp on here and I'm gonna get these bad boys out of here.
and we also sell that strainer.
Absolutely. Get a little heat on this and we're gonna get some color on this meat. We're gonna reserve this because this is gonna be the sauce that we're gonna use. Getting a little color on these because we're using a sugar which is honey. You will get some color quickly. So just be kind of aware of that. I do not have the oven. I mean, the oven, the stove, super high, the temp. Just want to make sure I get a nice little color in there. But we're going to be putting this bad boy. We're going to be putting the sauce back in here and cooking that with the vegetables again. I feel like I want to do the vegetables. I want the vegetables to roll raw. Just in the bowl as a fixing. Do a little bit of oil. Get a little cook on this.
And the smell is amazing, y'all.
We cut them smaller for two reasons. One, so we have bite-sized pieces, and then also so that they cook quicker. Okay, so there we got. We're gonna add the sauce in here. Remember we had that flour in there. That's gonna help to thicken up the sauce.
The pans are scratch resistant, y'all.
Yeah.
This is a really quick meal. We are almost done.
Yeah, no, that's a lot. Good looking so. Check that rice out too. I'll do it. It's a little thicker than I want. So I'm gonna add a little more pineapple juice.
So they might need what, like 2 tablespoons of flour instead of 3?
Maybe so, yeah. You can always revise it. As you like, you know? Okay, let's check our rice. See what it's looking like.
I don't know what's going on with Facebook. It ain't moved. Like, if anybody's commenting, I can't see it.
Well, Facebook's acting up.
Yeah.
I think our rice is about ready.
Like, it's not doing anything.
Lovely!
So if you're commenting on Facebook, I'm sorry, I cannot see any comments.
Okay, dope. She looking right. Let's chop up some of this green onion. Little green onion here. Cause why not?
We ain't had green onion in a while, y'all.
Wow, yeah. We're gonna put a little bit in the sauce. Just a little flavor, a little color. The rest is gonna be for plating. to make the thing do what it's supposed to do.
You gonna put it in the pineapple?
Let's put it in the pineapple. Oh, look at that.
You do that one for the picture.
Look for brand.
For the gram.
So she reserved the pineapple.
I washed it
It's
all.
thoughtful. Super thoughtful.
It's
Get
gonna
my-
be pretty.
Let's get my ingredients. Let's get my things together.
Oh, we ready. We ready.
Yep, absolutely. So, we got our, let me rinse that off. I'm just spraying the book. Spraying the heck out the book. We got our rice, pineapple rice there. I'm gonna get that in here.
I like and fluffy that rice was.
Might as well do both of them at the same time. Let's move this out of the way so I can do two plates.
Okay.
Do the bigger plate. I'll do the bigger bowl. I always do. Look how simple that was, y'all. Easy
And quick.
and quick.
Less than an hour.
And then open up any packages or anything like that. Nothing wrong with it, but I'm just saying. Cool. Let's add a couple of these bad boys in here. Boom. Let's get some of this out.
That's a thing.
This whole thing is a thing, girl.
That's pretty. Ooh, and then carrots for a little more color.
Little carrots here. You can use corn too. I like to use a lot of times I use like to use sweet corn in this too, just because I'm extra.
Not you.
Yeah, a little bit, just a teeny bit. A little bit.
Sesame seeds.
Sesame seeds. Boom. There we go. And then my green onion. Of course, you can't forget that.
No. That's gonna be a pretty picture.
Bam. There we go.
Y'all see that?
Mhm.
Perfection. And then he's still gonna make the one in the bowl pretty.
Of course. Can't like how to make it pretty, babe. What you talking about?
I was like, what is that noise? It's still raining outside. It's hitting the
Yeah.
window.
I can't stand the rain
Okay, Missy.
against my window. Beep, beep. Who got the keys to my Kia Sorrento? Boom.
That's what I know for what's his name.
Oh, shoot. Nope, ain't getting that. Sorry, Byron, if you're watching. Probably is. Like that young man just gave her my food away. I'll go try to wipe this off too. Make it look good. Alright, and a little sesame seeds. Boom. Wipe it off. Let me wipe it off. me down. Wipe me down. Boom. Let's get some photos. Can we do photos?
After.
Okay. A little clean down. So what y'all think? Let me see some hearts or some stars or something. Let me know you like what you saw. Tap the screen definitely on IG. Well, I need to know that you are liking the content. Kind of want to know that stuff. Boom, boom. Get rid of that. Look at that. Look at that. Almost cleaned it all up too. Let's do a little photo or something. Can we take a little photo? Can we put somebody on? Latif, can we put on pause? We really could put YouTube on pause. YouTube, y'all want to be on pause?
This one already on pause.
Or did I do this last time?
I
I think I took a picture with this tablet. Let's try
Did
it.
it work?
Yeah, I remember doing it. I don't remember. I had to email it to myself, but let's try it. Let's try it. It's not the newest tablet. It's like actually the oldest tablet ever. It was the biggest tablet they ever had. And it doesn't have the best camera, but we want to do what we do. Here we go. Oh, that looks like I'm doing that with glaucoma. Hold on.
The camera's on the side, right?
I think I just took pictures. Oh, Lord. It just did something.
After?
It's okay.
He said TikTok. She said TikTok.
We're starting taking pictures now. I think it looks good though. Maybe lean away a little bit.
Oh, I'm in the way. Let me get out the way. Better?
There you go. Boom. I think it come out all right. What y'all think? Just wanna celebrate. Okay, just wanna act stupid. But don't worry about it. We got it. We got it. We got it. Okay, cool. All right. And I'll send that to myself later on. Okay, doke. So there we go, y'all. Boom. If you didn't see it close, got that nice sauce on the chicken pieces. And we got this piece here. Whoa. Recipe. Guess what the recipe was?
In the cookbook.
The Dargone cookbook. On page boom. So y'all can make this anytime you want. All right? So we love you guys, man. It was awesome spending some time with you. Well, we gotta eat. So we will see you guys again. Like we always say, thanks for being here. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for just watching and not saying anything. Thank you for your stars. Thank you for your gifts. And thank you for, and remember, the sale ends at midnight. So $40 off the entire set of our pans. So that makes them from $225 down to $169. I know that doesn't do math, but we have them a little cheaper on the website. And then the cookbook is $20. So we will fill your orders expeditiously. Thank you so much again. And we love you from our heart to your plate. Have a good one. Peace. Bing, 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 bing.
It sounded like it cut off itself.
It sounded like it was going to cut off itself, but I got to be over here.
Which one you want, the pineapple one or the bowl?
Whatever one you don't want, babe. This is the behind the scenes stuff y'all will never get to see.
I want the pineapple.
Now we fight over the food.
It's so pretty.
I want the good one.
You want the pineapple?
No, it don't matter. Love you guys. Take it easy. Let's see. Boom.